Welcome back, guys. Guess what day it is? It is Friday noon. I got off a little earlier today and heading home real quick. Get a couple more things into my pickup truck and the trailer. And we have two guests staying at our Airbnb here in Wasilla at the homestead. And both of them would like to experience the real Alaskan wilderness and everything what comes with it. So let's see how they like it this weekend. We got lots of stuff to do and they would like to join in. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, very interesting. And at the end we'll find out, what they think about the Alaskan wilderness and off-grid cabin life. And here we are. I just want to show you that they are making this bridge wider now. Hallelujah. So that's what it's going to look like here pretty soon. They're doing a good job. So there's a lot more clearance left and right. Last time I showed you in the video when we had this flood, all this was completely flooded out. You couldn't see any gravel or bank or nothing. It was just all water. And I'm just gonna go out to the tip out here where the gravel meets the water, and then we'll just kind of look around a little bit. I'm gonna show you what a difference. And now you can tell in the color of the water, and you can actually see what is on the ground, is because the glaciers now don't melt anymore in the higher regions, and that means the water's turning a lot clearer because it's getting colder. We are here, and I think they had a good trip. So I'm gonna go down to the lake real quick, check it out, and see if the loons are still here or if they are already gone. I'm not sure. Colder inside than outside. Well, we're going down now, getting some water, and then we need to eat some dinner, and we just spotted our loons. The loons are still here. That's totally awesome. There it is. There's our spring, and we got water. Lots of water, actually. How do you say welcome?
In Portuguese,
yeah.
Bem-vindo.
Bem-vindo?
Bem-vindo.
Bem-vindo?
Yeah.
Bem-vindo! That's funny. Everything else is good to go. Perfect.
Here's the cat.
Awesome. Now we're in business. Yeah, there you go. I mean, this water is so good. I love drinking it.
Where it comes from?
What's that?
Where this water comes from? Where it flows?
Oh, so it's rainwater, and in the spring when the snow melts, it goes into the ground, And the ground is basically your filter, and it pushes through the ground and it comes out in different areas around this lake. So originally this little spot down here was just almost like a little creek, and then we cleaned it all out and put a pipe into it and let it run for over the winter time and everything, just to get back to a natural system. And now it just keeps running because it wants to go the fastest way now. Yeah. So that's why it goes into the pipe and straight out.
Yeah, it's like a refrigerator.
Refrigerator water, right? And it's refrigerated. It's got everything in it.
Yeah.
Minerals. Cabin's warming up nicely now. It was a little chilly in there. And I want to show you something else I found. That's almost not possible. There's still blueberries. Never ending blueberries this year. Good morning. Well, we just had a cup of coffee together, my guests and I, and we talked a lot about the cabin life and Alaska and just kind of shared different experiences and everything. So it was a fun time. However, they are going outside now, or they are outside picking blueberries to make some blueberry pancakes. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and just make a breakfast skillet, just the standard stuff, like I always like to call it farmer's pancakes. I put a lot of different things in it, mix it up with potato and eggs and cheese and all that, and then we'll eat some breakfast and start our day. Let's check on our potatoes. Got this one here. I got one out already. That one was good. This one's a little bigger. And we had it in there for probably 40 minutes. Feels good. Hot. Perfect. I think that was the perfect amount of time, 40 minutes. Reindeer sausage. I'm going to add some of that. And we'll open it up just a little bit more. Get some more heat going. We'll fry our breakfast in the skillet. While our breakfast in the skillet is getting heated up, there is something I really would like to do this weekend, as well as cutting more firewood, and that is clearing some of our brush, because since the beetle kill, let me turn around so you can see way better. Since the beetle kill and we had to cut down a bunch of these old spruce trees, our lower bushes, they grow a lot faster, a lot taller, which is kind of blocking the view to the lake. So, and we also had one of our viewers mentioned why we don't cut a little bit more of a clearance so we can actually see the lake much better. And I'm 100% agreeing. So I'm going to start cutting some of this down enough so we have a straight view of the lake, because it is pretty when you sit on the porch and you're going to be able to check the loons and all that. My goodness, all this brush is really getting tall. alders, even the birch trees are taking over. I mean, look at this. There's a whole bunch of them right here, and they're super tall. But I think I'm gonna start with the real tall ones down below by towards the lake. Before we had all these birch trees, it was really a nice and open area right in here, and you could walk through here no problem. That has changed in the last few years, my goodness. How was it?
Incrível.
I'll show you guys the blueberry pancakes. I mean, they look delicious. I'm gonna have one of these. Fresh from the garden. All right, they are on the lake canoeing a little bit, and I'm enjoying the trail system a little bit, and I'm gonna try to find this lake I saw a few times when I flew the drone. It's not very far from here, so I'm just gonna explore a little bit, see if I can find it, and on my way I'm gonna eat some blueberries. It's a gorgeous day, nice breeze, perfect temperature. I love the fall. Definitely on a moose trail here. Everything is pushed down and you can see tracks. Now I'm coming up to a little rolling hill. It's so crazy. When I flew this drone, it seemed like it's right behind the cabin. We'll just keep on going here on this little ridge and see if we can hopefully somewhere take a peek down. I think I found a really nice, unique spot here close to our cabin. It's just a little bit higher, maybe 75 to 100 feet higher than the cabin. And it's just beautiful up here. Got more of a breeze. And you can overlook a lot of these valleys down below. And I'm hoping I'm going to run into this lake here pretty quick. It's just always nice when you find some new areas you haven't seen. And in the fall, it's definitely the time to do this because you can see more, you can get through the brush a lot easier, and you're not dealing with a million mosquitoes. So let's keep going just a little bit further. So I'm gonna turn around now. I haven't found it yet, but I know we're very close. However, I'm gonna walk back now and wait till they're done with the canoeing because they probably want to come here too, and I don't want to walk the whole thing twice. So I'm going to bring a little bit more gear along, some snacks and some water, and then we'll try right here again because I do know right behind me or next to me is a little bit of an elevation, and I remember seeing it from the air that past this little hump here, that hill, straight back here somewhere is that lake. More blueberries. Right here we got a nice big piece of chaga. So I'm going to use my handsaw and just cut this section off right here, and we can make some tea. And apparently it's very good for you. I think it's even cancer fighting. That's a beautiful piece here. Look at it. Well, we'll take this piece and we'll make some nice tea later on here. So we're gonna go ahead now and use the drone to get our directions, and maybe it's a little helpful to get us to this lake. Off it goes. We're getting really close. We found it. We found the lake. Yeah, it's the ground. And we made it back to the trail. We survived.
Oh, there's the eagle again. You see it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're they're definitely after the young ones. That's not good. Okay, salmon, here we go.
They're going lower.
We got a little problem in the lake here. There's two eagles hovering around, and they're after the baby loons. So this is your Atlantic salmon? This one here, the big ones?
Yes, I really didn't look at it when I was buying or
Oh, okay. Yeah, I looked at it, you know.
Yeah, but for by the color, I suppose it is the Atlantic salmon.
Right.
Yeah.
And then this one here is silver from Whittier. Woo. You guys want to try your fish? Look at it. I mean, I got the table set up. We can go in.
Okay.
I'll reel this up just a little bit higher. That's a squirrel.
Wow. I didn't know they make that noise.
Yeah, it's just
Cute.
funny, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never heard of those in New Jersey. We have a lot of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hope it's edible.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
If they will fill the belly.
If it smells good, it tastes good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eagles are gone. We're just sitting up by the fireplace, fire pit, and we heard one loon go off again. So I ran down here and I just saw the tail end of the eagle way back down here and took off. So that's good because they were trying to get to the young ones. And that would have been kind of sad because they're just about to head out of Alaska and go down south where it's warmer. Yummy.
Yummy.
Just came back down to the lake and seems like there is only one adult and two of the babies. The babies are fine. And I'm looking for the other adult. Sometimes one of the adults take off, they fly off somewhere. And when one of the loons is making this noise, it's kind of like a calling sound. So I'm hoping the other one's going to show up here shortly. It's getting slowly a little darker. So, I mean, what actually really interests me is, you know, what is it exactly what you love about something like this? You know, what is it? What gives you the drive to do something like this?
It's something about the lifestyle, you know, it's so different than what we have in Brazil. Not only in Brazil, but in any other part with hut cities. The quality, the simplicity. That's the kind of thing we only see in such a place like this.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I had people here too. You know, right here actually, a few years ago, and I asked the same question. You know, I said, "So, is it enjoyable to you right now? Do you feel comfortable? You know, because we're in the middle of nowhere, we got wild animals around us and stuff. You know, and I said, well, how do you feel? You know, and some of them said that this is the coolest thing because you're so connected to nature.
Yeah.
And you find the time because you don't have anything to do right now. You know, you can't just say, hey, let's go eat pizza, or, you know, let's go inside and watch a movie or something, you know. So they enjoy that, you know. They said it gives them a time to really wind down from the everyday stress, you know, being on the computer, getting phone calls and having to be somewhere and all this, you know, like constant.
Yeah, I think if you decide to come to, even for vacation, if you decide to come in a place as Alaska, you're not expecting to have this kind of thing nearby of you. So
Right.
as you said, I can't go anywhere and eat pizza or go inside and watch the TV. So if you're coming to a place such as Alaska, you know you'll be surrounded by wildlife and you know the wilderness, animals, and
Hear the
all this
natural
stuff.
sounds.
Hearing the natural sounds.
Yeah.
You know, I had somebody actually talking about this, you know. There isn't really a whole lot of places anymore, you know, where you sit somewhere and you don't hear anything as far as, you know, airplanes. I mean, airplanes, even here, you hear airplanes in the summer, you know, or whatever, but there is times for sure where there is literally nothing. There's no big jet airplane. There is nothing, you know, and it's just it becomes so rare, you know. And for somebody who has never experienced it, like we said earlier, when if you would be by yourself right now, you know, we wouldn't be here, and you are right here. It's a way different feeling, right?
I would want live this experience with him, cause
Right.
yeah, cause he stayed here in last year and liked so much and told me.
Yeah, I told you.
And I and told me one time in conversation he invites me to go to him and why not? And
Yeah.
I'm here now.
Right.
Yeah.
It's an experience, but not something you would want to do every day, right? Like being out here, you wouldn't want to live here, right? Like every day.
No, it's so different of than I live in São Paulo. Is chaotic. Yes,
Yeah.
it's traffic and many noise and
Right.
many things of to do and job and people and
Right,
everything.
right.
Yeah, and here I had time to stay and contemplation para contemplar.
It's such as
Only stay, only stop it and see, hear, and don't think in other and and the things what I have to do.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can kind of soak it in and really let it get to you instead
Yeah,
of.
pay attention in myself only.
Right. Because I had people here. They said they couldn't do it. They had fun seeing it. You know what it looks like, what it kind of feels like, but it would be too dramatic to them. You know.
kind of depressing.
Almost. Yeah. Almost.
Yeah.
Like think about it. I know we could at any time jump on the four-wheeler right now and we drive back. It doesn't matter what time of day we could, but it's a little more uncomfortable because you're going into a place where there's animals, you know. You can run into a moose, a bear, a wolverine, a wolf, anything, you know. Now, if there will be a road and you can drive all the way out here with a car or truck or something, you know, it's another complete different story because even if you come out here and you forgot something, you know, in your mind, you know, oh, no big deal. I just hop in my truck, start it up. I got the heat. I can drive, you know.
Yeah.
But now, if you would have to go to town, it's going to be a little different, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's going to take you at least an hour to get back, or hour and a half to get back to Talkeetna.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. If you have the roads, as you said, pave it and all that stuff, it makes it feel like more safety.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Yeah.
But then it's right there, and then we thought about this too many times. You know, like, you know, maybe when we get older and we don't want to deal with, you know, driving through the forest and all this, you know, or, you know, through the cold and rain and all that stuff, being exposed more. You know, how would we feel if we would be in a different cabin, but you can drive to it? But I think it's way different, and all of a sudden there's something up here. It takes away something, the adventure, you know, first of all, and then the appreciation, what you create out here, you know, without all the road system, you appreciate it more, you know.
Yeah.
So if you go inside, as an example, we don't have a running shower per se, you know. We can heat up water, take it upstairs, put it in our tank, nice and warm water, go downstairs and run that shower. It is so much more
Valuable.
valuable,
Yeah.
enjoyable, even though it's just a shower.
It's different than just
Turn the water,
Turn the water. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
because you know you had to go down, get the
Yeah.
water, where it comes from. You
You
bring
save
it up.
every drop you can save. You know.
Right. You have time. What you were saying, you have time to think about things you don't do on an everyday basis because you're occupied. You know. So if you're back at home, you know, and let's say you have a moment where you're almost getting bored, well, there's plenty of things you can do different. You know, you turn the TV on, computer on, you text people, you get a text. So your brain is always occupied.
Yeah.
And out here, you actually do see things and you hear
The time
things.
is different
Right.
because you don't think see the view.
Right.
You
Hear the birds, your paddle.
You
the
go for
battle.
it. Yeah.
As you said, you're just connected to the nature around
yes,
You're
you
connected.
connected with the nature and with yourself too.
Right.
The mailing
Yeah.
to me is the mailing.
Right. Exactly. You know, and when I first came to Alaska, like, and I wasn't used to this either, you know. I mean, I came from a completely civilized place, you know, and I sat in this little cabin. I had to occupy my brain with something, you know, and there was really no
Yeah.
radio and all that, you know. There was no phone. There was really nothing except the cabin. I had heat, and I brought water. You know, that was pretty much it. And I had oil lanterns in there. And then I was like, okay, I need to think about something to keep my brain occupied. So I'm not just looking at the wall, you know.
Yeah.
And then I learned that you look at things looking out the window, you know, during the day, you see things and you actually think about something, you know, like here, the lake, the loons. Well, I'm interested all of a sudden in the loons. What are they doing? Why are they here? Where do they come from? So there's all these things versus if you're in a city, you don't necessarily see that because your brain again is occupied with all the other things. Or the northern lights, you know, when the lights off here right now, if we turn the lights off and you go to bed and there's anything outside, you know, with lights, you're going to see this, you know, and the city you can't because there's so many street lights and everything, you know. Blueberry pancakes, nice and fresh. Smells good in here. Okay, I got a little bit of a funny thing coming up here. So we get some blueberries from Costco. They were given to us, and check out the size difference. I know it's a little hard to see, but these are huge. They're like almost double the size what we have out here at the cabin. But I'm gonna tell them I just went outside and picked some of these. Let's see what they say. Okay, let's have some fun. Yeah, I just grabbed a couple berries this morning down by the spring. Look at the size of these ones.
Whoa, these are huge ones. Yeah.
Down by the spring. I'm teasing you guys. They're from Costco. Yeah, I think that'll work perfect right here. Sweet. All right, we got all the firewood cut we wanted to cut, so we're definitely ready for winter. Well, goodbye cabin, see you when the snow is on the ground. And I'm gonna take my last blueberry dosage, and then I gotta wait till next year. All right guys, thanks for watching the video and for your support. We'll see you guys soon. Bye guys.